The ARMY world was once again rocked by an unexpected moment that came directly from one of BTS's members. Jungkook, who has always been known as a person who is quite secretive about feelings and personal details, suddenly made fans silent and excited after honestly opening the story about Taehyung. This recognition immediately became the subject of heated discussion on social media and the global fan community. The moment occurred when Jungkook did a casual broadcast that initially went on as usual. With a calm tone of voice and a comfortable facial expression, he began to reminisce about his time together with the members of BTS. However, unexpectedly, the chat slowly leads to Taehyung, a figure who has long been known as his close friend in the group. Without much ado, Jungkook reveals a side of Taehyung that is rarely known to the public. He said that Taehyung is a much more sensitive and considerate person than is often seen on camera. A lot of people see him cheerful and full of energy, but actually, he is very sensitive to the feelings of others, Jungkook said in a serious tone. That simple sentence alone is enough to make fans speechless and reflect. But Jungkook's confession did not stop there. He continues his story by revealing that Taehyung is often a place to lean on emotionally, not only for himself, but also for the other members. Jungkook confesses that in difficult times, Taehyung is often present without being asked, providing support in the simplest yet meaningful form. He doesn't talk much, but his presence alone calms him down, Jungkook said. The statement immediately sparked an incredible reaction from fans. Many ARMY admitted that they were surprised because Taehyung was often considered a relaxed, playful, and full of humor figure. Hearing that he has such a big emotional role behind the scenes makes his image even deeper and more human in the eyes of fans. Social media was immediately flooded with comments. Pieces of Jungkook's broadcast video quickly spread across various platforms, accompanied by captions full of emotion. Many fans wrote that Jungkook's confession felt very sincere and showed how strong the bond between the BTS members is. Not a few also call this moment one of the most honest confessions Jungkook has ever delivered about the group's internal dynamics. What makes this confession even more shocking is the way Jungkook delivers it. No exaggerated dramatic impressions, no contrived expressions. Everything felt natural, as if Jungkook just wanted to share his respect and appreciation for his best friend. This makes his words even deeper and touching. In the continuation of the story, Jungkook also mentioned how Taehyung often hides his own feelings in order to keep the atmosphere positive. He said that Taehyung prefers to carry the burden alone rather than burden others. This recognition instantly made many fans feel touched and at the same time sad, realizing that behind Taehyung's smile and laughter, there is an emotional struggle that is rarely seen. The ARMY also began to associate Jungkook's confession with various old moments. Many have returned to rewatch old BTS videos, looking for small details that may have been missed so far. Taehyung's gaze as the other members spoke, his way of patting Jungkook on the shoulder, to a small gesture that is now considered to have a deeper meaning. Not a few fans praised Jungkook's courage. In a controlled entertainment industry, opening up your personal side like this is not easy. Jungkook has shown great emotional maturity and trust in his fans. He not only speaks as an idol, but as a human being who values relationships and memories. This recognition also reaffirms the strength of Jungkook and Taehyung's friendship. Over the years, the two have developed a unique chemistry. But through Jungkook's words, the public now sees the relationship from a deeper perspective, not just togetherness on stage, but an emotional bond that grows from understanding each other. K-pop watchers considered this moment as one example of how BTS managed to build an authentic relationship with its fans. By sharing stories that are honest and not made up, they are able to create an emotional closeness that is rarely found in the modern entertainment industry. Until now, Jungkook's confession about Taehyung still continues to be a hot topic. Many fans hope that moments like this can be a reminder that behind the popularity and spotlight of the world, idols are also ordinary people who have feelings, weaknesses, and the need for support. For the ARMY, this confession is not just a story. It's a small slice of BTS life that makes them feel closer and connected. Jungkook, with his honesty, has opened a small window into a friendship that so far could only be guessed from the outside. One thing is for sure, after this moment, the way fans view Taehyung will never be the same. He is not only a talented performer with incredible charm, but also a warm figure who secretly becomes a support for those around him. And through Jungkook's courage to open up, the secret has now become a story that has touched millions of hearts around the world. Jungkook's confession also sparked a broader discussion in ARMY circles about the dynamics of friendship within BTS. Many fans judge that relationships between members are not built instantly, but rather through a long process full of struggle, pressure, and shared experiences. From trainees that no one knows yet, to becoming a global group with millions of pairs of eyes fixed on them, that emotional bond grows over time. Some fans even said that what Jungkook revealed was clear proof that BTS is not just colleagues, but family. Taehyung, according to Jungkook's story, is not only a best friend who is present at happy times, but also a figure who remains standing by the other members when the camera turns off and the stage spotlight disappears. This is what makes the confession so powerful and touching. Interestingly, Jungkook also implies that Taehyung often understands the emotional state of others better than he does himself. He mentions that Taehyung often asks for news in a very simple way, but on target. It is not a question of pleasantness, but of sincere concern that comes from the sensitivity of the heart. This made many fans appreciate Taehyung's character even more, which was probably covered up by his cheerful and eccentric image on stage. Not a few soldiers claimed to feel awake after hearing Jungkook's confession. Many wrote that they had been too focused on visuals, performance, and popularity, without really thinking about the emotional burden carried by the idols. This recognition is perceived as a gentle reminder that every smile on the screen could have harbored a much more complex story. On the other hand, Jungkook's courage to speak honestly was also widely praised. He is considered more mature in expressing feelings. Jungkook not only speaks as the Maknae of BTS, but as an individual who has gone through many life experiences. Her calm tone and careful choice of words suggest that this recognition was not spontaneous without meaning, but rather a reflection of a long-established relationship. Some Korean entertainment analysts even rate this moment as one of the most authentic confessions BTS members have ever shared publicly. In the midst of an industry that often demands the perfect image, Jungkook instead chooses honesty. He does not seek to build a dramatic narrative, but rather allows his feelings to flow as they are. It is undeniable that Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship has always been in the spotlight. Since their debut, the two have been known to have a natural closeness that is often seen in small interactions. But through this recognition, the public finally understood that the closeness was not just a coincidence or a gimmick, but the result of deep mutual trust. Jungkook's confession also made many fans wish for Taehyung to get more space to express himself without the burden of expectations. Many soldiers wrote messages of support, hoping Taehyung would also feel loved and appreciated as he has been supporting others. Until a few days after that moment, the topic of Taehyung's secret revealed by Jungkook was still being discussed. Fan bases in different countries created long threads, rediscussing Jungkook's every sentence, trying to understand the meaning behind the simple words he uttered. This shows how great the emotional impact of the confession is. In the end, this moment is one of the proofs why BTS has such a strong relationship with their fans. Honesty, humility, and the courage to show their human side are the values that keep them loved today. Jungkook, through his confession of Taehyung, has come up with a story that is not only shocking, but also heartwarming. For ARMY, this story will continue to be remembered as a reminder that behind the glitter of the stage and the cheers of the audience, there is a genuine friendship that is the foundation of BTS. And as long as this kind of honesty is still shared, the relationship between BTS and its fans will always feel special and irreplaceable.